What's up, everybody? And who here is tired of the yo-yo diets, tired of being in shape, being out of shape, how to, function in this world to be, consistent results all the time? We are going to be diving into what I like to call living life in the majority and seeing how that can be applied into your life so that you can be happy and healthy basically forever. So let's get started. So, what does living life in the majority actually mean? Living life in the majority is there's 7 days in a week. You don't have to be perfect on all 7 days, but the majority of the time, 4 or 5 of those days, you need to be pretty darn good. And then the other 2 days, you can, slack off a little bit on those. So it isn't about, being regimented and doing things like this. It is all about how do I structure my day to be most of the day eating healthy. So if I have a little bit of a snack, that's not a big deal because the other meals are going to be keeping me where I need to be with my weight. If I'm on a weight loss journey, yes, you can absolutely have a cheat meal, not a cheat day. And you want to be smart with your cheat meal and not eat 3 entire pizzas or something like that. You want to be having a slice or two of the pizza and enjoying it and just really understanding what these things do for you. So first off, we're going to break into workouts. How many days a week should you be working out? Well, if you are looking to really transform and lose a big amount of weight, you got to be working out 4 to 5 days a week. And what that means is resistance training for about 20 to 30 minutes and then going for a walk for about 20 or 30 minutes. It's not that you have to spend 4 hours in a gym and exhaust your whole day, but even on the days you can't work out, at least get 40 to 60 minutes of walking in. You burn a lot of fat while you're walking, so walking is amazing to do for your body. If you want to get into running, that is going to burn calories. It's not going to burn fat, but it will burn more calories. But you just got to see where you want to start. So exercise-wise, if you want to change your body, you got to be getting 4 to 5 days in a week. If you're looking to maintain your body, you can break it down to 2 or 3 days a week, but you still have to be active. You can't just give up on it. Otherwise, you'll go right back to what your body was like before, and you'll miss out on that transformation. So maximizing what your schedule looks like. I do an every other day schedule. So if I work on Monday, I go Wednesday, then I go Friday, then I go Sunday, then it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's always every other day for me to maintain how I want to look. I'm 6'3". I average somewhere between 190 and 200 pounds. I don't let myself go over 200, and I don't really want to be a little less than 190. So I hover in that range, and I've been that range for the past 10 to 15 years. Why? Because I'm consistently living life in the majority that I can maintain where I want to be and fine tune and be self-aware on the other pieces to it. Now, the big word that I just used is self-aware. You gotta be intentional with your actions. You gotta be intentional with your food and be self-aware that, yes, I am, went out for March Madness this weekend and had more alcohol than I normally do. So I'm not gonna have any alcohol for a while to let my body reset, hone back in on my calories, not being out to eat for each meal, but eating at home for the next few weeks and just allowing my body to get back to a homeostasis and I can feel better on a day-to-day basis. So that is always going to be where you want to see yourself. So that's why I do the scale about every day, every other day, not because I'm obsessed with it or I need to, be stressed out over it. I do it because it's like a road map on a road. You don't just say you're going to drive from New York to Los Angeles and then never look at the map again. You check it every so often to make sure you're going in the right direction. That's how I use a scale. I use a scale to be a road map to see where do I need to gain weight or lose weight and see how does that help me figure out what I need to do for that day. So coming from this trip, I was hitting my 200, 201 range. I'm going to be honing in the calories for the rest of this week. I'm going to be eating cleaner at home, not going to be going out to eat, and I'm going to bring my body back down to where I want it to be. Now, in doing so, that's not stressful, that's not hard, it's just being consistent with the every other day workouts, it's being consistent with the food, and it's being consistent with sleep. So living life in the majority is not going to be minimizing anything for you. It's making you more self-aware. Is majority of the week I'm being healthy and active. The days that I'm not going to stress about it because I'm going to, go right back to being healthy. So like if my kids want to go out and grab a pizza with dad, we go out and grab a pizza. But the rest of that day, I'm not eating a bunch of junk. I'm eating healthy, clean stuff that I normally do, so I can enjoy that pizza and it's not going to be anything damaging to me, because right after that, I'm going back to the healthy meals again as well. So think about it in things like that versus just, oh, I'm on this Mediterranean diet, or I'm on this Atkins diet, or keto, or whatever you are told in the media what to do, isn't really going to be a longevity thing. You got to see what works for you and how that makes sense for you. So what do you do when it comes to alcohol? What do you do when it comes to, sugary snacks and things like that? I limit alcohol to 2 days a week, usually Friday or Saturday. I am sipping on it to enjoy it. I'm not trying to sip on it to get drunk or party or be crazy. I stick to things that I enjoy, so I buy nicer, more expensive bourbons, more expensive red wines, so that way I'm not going to be tempted to overindulge because A, it's expensive, but B, I'm there to appreciate and use it for what it is. Hi, Ghosty. As far as a relaxation tool for me. So food, snacks, I'm a big sugar guy. I'm not a salty sweet guy, or a salty guy, so I don't really do chips or things like that, but I do love sweets like cookies. I love cake. I love ice cream, all that kind of stuff. Do I have it? Not very often. Once in a great while, I will, and it's fine because the once in a great while isn't all that often, so I'm not concerned about it. Being active every other day is keeping, my calories burned. This big guy right behind me, him and I do 5 to 6 walks a day because Doberman's a very active dog, so they need a lot of attention. But, I make my life around, how many steps. I track it with a watch, try to average 10,000 or more steps a day, only because that's going to be burning an extra 500 to 600 calories just by walking to help with any foods that I'm eating or things like that. If I do have questions on my diet, I'll get my phone out. I will do an app to track my calories for 1 week, see how I am in that week, and say, oh, I am eating too much here. I need to, have smaller breakfast, or have lighter dinners, or focus on more vegetables, because vegetables have very low calories, but they also give you a lot of minerals and vitamins. So, how can I get more vegetables into my diet throughout the week and things like that? Maximizing protein is always a great way to help with a lot of food and hunger and things like that. But realizing the biggest thing is living life in the majority. How do we take, our everyday to-day life and make it simple, but simple that I can be consistent till the day that I die. So I'm 43. I have no plans of changing my activity level. I have no plans of changing my nutritional guidelines, because it's eating clean for the most part. The days that I don't is fine. I don't alter on anything like that. I buy a lot of the same groceries just because it's easy. I just replenish and keep it going. When I go out to dinner for date nights, I do get what I want because that's my cheat meal, and I know that day I'm just going to be lighter on other foods. So that way the calories coming from a restaurant aren't going to be damaging to any of my goals or what I need to be doing. So that's where I really wanted to get in with this video today, is about thinking of the process of living life in the majority. How can you set up your structure to be living life in the majority, and not to beat yourself up whenever you do have a piece of birthday cake, or go out to dinner. Just see, how can I make it the majority of the time healthy, so the times that I'm not healthy, it's not that big of a deal. So hopefully you guys liked that mindset shift. And if there's any questions about this, please comment below. I'd love to answer any questions, and I will see you guys next time.